I think that finding meaning in life is critical.
Too. It's ordinary and extraordinary at the same time.
What makes a meaningful life and what is the meaning of life, I think in many ways are the same.
Meaning and purpose, I think, go hand in hand.
It seems like I just kind of rolled along with the flow of my life.
If you discover your purpose of your life, then you have truly, truly realized the meaning of why you were here to begin with.
Leading life in a meaningful way requires embracing the empty spaces, the blanks, the questions, and the vastness. Living in the gap, we find ourselves.
I think relationships you have with other people make it meaningful.
Genuinely feeling loved and just content.
Accomplishing what you want with the people you want to do it with.
When we clear our minds from the judgment of others and ourselves and even situations, we are free. Meaning shifts from a sense of superiority to a sense of oneness and connection.
What makes a meaningful life for me now, as I look back at when my life was meaningless, I think that if you have purpose in your life becomes meaningful.
The meaning, for me, is just the relationships that you build along the way.
I'll touch a life here that will then touch another life, which then touches another life, and I think there's a part of me that goes with that ripple.
What would drive you every day? What makes you want to get up? I think meaning has a lot to do with it.
I think a meaningful life is made by having an understanding of the purpose of your life.
I find a lot of my meaning as a human being in being a husband and a father. That's what gives meaning to my life, and therefore that is the meaning of my life.
I think the most important part of meaning is self-discovery. Getting to know your true potential. Who are you? And what are you capable of doing?
Who decides something is meaningful? What makes a meaningful relationship with another person? What constitutes meaningful work? Meaning is a state of consciousness. Consciousness. It comes tumbling forth from connection. Connection to ourselves, each other, the earth, spirit, work.
Doing a job that I feel makes a difference in my life and the lives of others.
Find something to do with your life that makes you happy.
Just enjoy every day as much as you can.
You can't really be happy unless you're doing what you want to do.
I find my work to be extremely meaningful.
It has been the greatest blessing in my life.
It's just a part of what I am.
I do have the opportunity to help people navigate some pretty tough stuff.
So much uncertainty, and then all of a sudden clarity. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
It was almost like divine intervention saying, good that you did all this, but guess what? We have other plans for you.
You're not who you think you are. To heal our perception is to give birth to freedom and meaning. You're not who you think you are. For many, religion is the key to a validation of self. The Old and New Testaments dictate that living a life oriented around gods can provide all the meaning one needs.
And you follow those clues, and they'll lead you. But that's a conversation that really, you could say it begins with God or your deepest self, but a deep listening, which is what prayer really is, to that which is beyond ourselves.
For Judaism, meaning is found in, the notion that we are all God's creatures and all have the divine spark within us, and in community, the world community, our congregational community, and in our family.
What gives your soul meaning is different than what gives your life meaning. What gives your soul meaning is your connection with God. That you feel that you're connected to the source of your very being, which is divinity. You are a spark of divinity. That is the vertical aspect of our faith. The horizontal aspect of our faith is which gives our life meaning. Every day you wake up with a purpose, you feel that you're accomplishing something, is to serve humanity.
The core of a meaningful life will generally be the relationships in which we experience love and self-offering, sacrifice for those we love.
We are all a reflection of God. No matter how wealthy we are, no matter what kind of fancy title we might have, no matter how successful we might be in a career or not, we are all God's children.
It's one of those great ironies that while our hunger for a meaningful life can be enormous, these days more and more our desire for meaning is ultimately satiated by the smaller, quieter aspects of our lives. Meaning is where you look for it.
My brother and all our friends would go into the arcade and play games and so forth. I would keep the quarter that I had in my pocket, and I would sit with the older people, and I would learn from them. They would make comments about the people walking by and so forth and so on. So it was always that I needed or wanted to be with people.
It's the love that I feel for that family at that moment, or for that baby at that moment when I hand it to the mom, that makes me feel in the big picture I have really made a difference.
I always try to make their day better, say something, make them laugh, or, help them bag the groceries, or, if someone's having a bad day on the stream, if I got a good fish on, I'll hand them the pole, just to see them, say, wow, thanks, So, yeah, I just don't like seeing people unhappy, and unhappy people are not good karma.
I want to leave this world with a conviction that at least I died trying.